Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and today I am talking about Carnosaur by Harry Adam Knight. This is from Valancourt Books. This reprint is from Valancourt Books. And this is about dinosaurs eating people in a small town. That's your nutshell. I don't think you really need to know any more about it to want to run out and read this book. But I will tell you a little bit more about it in a moment. For the too long didn't watch folks, 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely fantastic dinosaurs running amok book. Excuse me. So I loved it. 5 out of 5. Let's get into why. First of all, the reason I chose to read this at this point in time, it's a book that I've had on my shelf for a while. I think since this edition came out, which 2022. Originally came out in 1984. But this is 2022. And this is the basis for the Roger Corman movie Carnosaur. I believe there's some sequels. The reason I chose to read it at this time is twofold. One, the teaser trailer for the latest Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, had just come out, and one of my new coworkers is obsessed with dinosaurs, has some really cool dinosaur tattoos, and so we were talking dinosaurs at work, and then the Jurassic World Rebirth teaser trailer came out. I had just finished the book I was reading, or didn't finish a book. I don't know. There's been some bad books in my life lately, but I decided to grab Carnosaur by Harry Adam Knight and read it. I actually have 2 other books of his that Valancourt put out, reprinted, that I didn't realize I had, or didn't realize were the same author. Apparently those 2 books, it's Harry Adam Knight is not the author's real name, and those other 2 books that I have are actually co-written by 2 people using the name Harry Adam Knight, and this book is just one person, whose real name is John Brosnan. Anyway, what we have here is a small town, and there's a farmer, a chicken farmer. Well, you know what? Let's go with back cover copy. Nothing much ever happens in the sleepy English town of Worcester, so when a farmer is found savagely killed in some sort of animal attack, it's a big story for local reporter David Pascal. The rich and eccentric Sir Darren Penward tells the police an escaped Siberian tiger from his private zoo is to blame, but Pascal isn't so sure. Excuse me. Especially when one witness describes something impossible, an enormous and deadly creature that has been extinct for 60 million years. What exactly is Penward hiding behind the walls of his massive estate? And can Pascal uncover the truth before Penward's creatures escape to wreak murder and havoc on the unsuspecting populace? I think we know, based on the title and the cover, which I love that cover, I think we know what it is. Excuse me. This is my 4th video of the evening, and I'm feeling worse with each video, so I apologize for the sniffling and coughing, because a lot of things are going on up here that don't feel good. But I got to get these reviews done. So anyway, yes, 5 out of 5 for Carnosaur by Harry Adam Knight. I love a good animals killing people, and you make it dinosaurs, and that's exciting. But this is a well-written, mostly well-paced story. We start off with that farmer, the chicken farmer, being killed, and then we move on. some other stuff happens. Then we're finally introduced to David Pascal, who is a reporter for this small town newspaper. He wants to move on to bigger and better things. Nothing ever happens in this town, but he starts investigating. As it says, he doesn't think it's this Siberian tiger. There's a piece in the middle of the book that doesn't really deal with the dinosaurs so much as Pascal's investigation and his personal relationships. And this is where the pacing is maybe a little off. It's easy to read. It's interesting. It shows that Pascal is definitely a problematic protagonist. So definitely not this perfect, journalist, heroic character, which I enjoy. I like that. But things, story-wise, things slow down, or dinosaur-wise, things slow down a bit for this middle section of the book. And I was afraid that this might be a problem until we get to the ending section of the book, when all hell breaks loose, when things just go insane. Is that a spoiler, simply saying all hell breaks loose? And then it's just, the book is just elevated. The ending of this book is fantastic. It is insane. It is wild. And I absolutely love it. I have, for those of you who have seen Carnosaur, the movie, the Roger Corman film, I've only seen bits and pieces of it. And so I can't really make a comparison. And I don't know how that movie ends. Although I seem to remember some large construction equipment. But I don't think it ends the way the book ends, which is just fantastic. This book came out before Jurassic Park, and it has a number of ideas in it that are also in Jurassic Park, and I'm talking about the book, not the movie. So it'd be interesting. I would have liked to have read this back in 1984 when it originally came out, because I did read Jurassic Park when it came out. I don't think I read it immediately, but I think it was relatively new when I read it. It would have been interesting to have made comparisons back then. But I haven't read Jurassic Park, I don't think, since it came out, and don't remember enough details to make any type of comparison. Maybe someone who's read both of these more recently would like to do that. But I highly recommend this, with a warning. Do not read the introduction. There's a brand new introduction from Will Erickson at the beginning of this book that tells you the entire plot of the story. Valancourt, why? Publishers in general, why? If you're going to give away the story, make it an afterword. Why? In your introduction, do you tell us the entire plot of the story? I mean, he really goes over much, much more than I've talked about, and in relative detail. He's not literally telling us the story. That would take all of the pages. That's what Harry Adam Knight does. He's the one telling us the story. But in this introduction, it goes over so many story beats and spoils what's happening. Why? Why are people doing this in introductions? It's happened in the Paperbacks from Hell series from Valancourt, which is why I stopped reading the introduction before reading this book. I should have realized. I should have known not to read the introduction first. But now you've got that knowledge. You're forewarned. If you haven't read this book before, if you're picking up this copy and you're going to read it, do not read the introduction first, because it'll just tell you the entire story. But that's not the book. That's not the story. That doesn't affect the rating. If I were rating the production of this book, I would have to knock something off my rating because of that. That is a downer. But what I'm reviewing is the story itself. Carnosaur, Harry Adam Knight. It's not Harry Adam Knight's fault that Will Erickson wants to give everything away. So 5 out of 5 for a fantastic dinosaurs eating people book. I enjoy the characters. They're not all likable. There aren't a lot of likable characters in here. But they're entertaining. They're well written. There's a lot of great dinosaur carnage going on. And, excuse me, it's one of the best rampaging dinosaur books that I've read. Not that I've read a ton of them, but I would put it up there with Jurassic Park. And it's got interesting science in it as well. So Carnosaur, Harry Adam Knight, 5 out of 5. Pick it up, read it. Don't read the introduction until after you've finished the book. There you go. Excuse me. I'm just getting sicker and sicker as I make these videos. So there you have it, Carnosaur, Harry Adam Knight. Question for this video: favorite dinosaur book and or movie, I suppose. For me, I don't know. I mean, this is fresh in my mind, and I'm tempted to make it number one. I enjoyed Jurassic Park, and I enjoyed Lost World, Jurassic Park 2. Both of those books were fun, but a little stuffed. Maybe not. They're bigger books than this, but trying to think of other dinosaur books that I've read. I don't know where it's at. Carnivore, I believe, is the name of it, which was fun, but I definitely wouldn't put it up at the level of Carnosaur and Jurassic Park. Can't think of other rampaging dinosaur books off the top of my head, which is what you folks are for, because that's why you're going to let me know your favorites, and you're going to put them down in the comments so I can find them and read them. Movie-wise, I mean, yeah, Jurassic Park's a good movie. I could say, like, King Kong, because that's got dinosaurs in it, and I absolutely love, we're talking the original King Kong. I absolutely love that movie. Is it a dinosaur movie? It's got dinosaurs in it. They're threatening humans, but it's really about the giant ape. But, you know, when you got Ray Harryhausen and stop motion, or anybody else, but Ray Harryhausen's the master of stop motion animation. Excuse me. Velocipaster? Can't say because I haven't actually seen all of that movie. So I don't know. I'm not sure that I have the best answer for this, so I'm hoping you folks can help me with your answers in the comments below. Favorite dinosaur book, movie, let me know. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show, unlike the folks at Valancourt. Please like, share, and subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. If you'd care to follow me on other social media, I'll have links for my Instagram and Blue Sky in the description below. And that's all I've got. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith. And until next time, read more books.